A vision to Ukrainian drivers. Christ carrying his cross on the road to Bucha. This occurred a few years before the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine. I had just completed the Sunday liturgy at the church, and after its conclusion, two men approached me, a father and son. They were hard-working men by appearance, but visibly agitated. Father, we need to tell you something," they began excitedly. "We've seen something that we can't wrap our heads around." Their eyes were wide open, and the father's voice trembled. Understanding that this was no ordinary occurrence, I led them to the right side chapel and invited them to sit on a bench, urging them to continue. "I'm a timber truck driver," the elder man began, transporting logs of construction timber to various delivery points. "This morning, my son and I were driving together from the area near Ivankiv along the old highway toward Kiev. We were hauling timber, long pine logs. The truck is large with a trailer, and we were going slow, around 60 kilometers per hour. Just before Bucha, after passing Vorzel, as we approached the settlement, we slowed down to about 40 kilometers per hour. And then we saw it. Coming toward us on the road, slightly to the left of the lane, was Jesus Christ." Hearing this, I focused intently but expressed some doubt, asking, "How do you mean, Christ?" "Exactly that," the father insisted. "Both my son and I saw him. Jesus Christ was walking toward us, carrying a large cross on his shoulder. He was dressed in a yellow blood-stained linen shirt, with a crown of thorns on his head. Barefoot with torn sleeves, he walked with a pained expression on his face, looking ahead, right through us. We were driving slowly, so this lasted about 20 seconds, but those seconds felt like an eternity to us. We could see every detail of his appearance. He passed us by, and we couldn't take our eyes off him. We couldn't stop the truck immediately either. I eventually pulled over on the shoulder about 100 meters further along the road. We got out of the truck and looked back toward the highway, but there was no one there anymore. Father, tell us, what does this mean? We're terrified that some disaster awaits our family. The appearance of Jesus Christ, bloodied and carrying a cross. Surely this is a bad omen for my son and me." I listened to them with trepidation. It did not occur to me at the time that the appearance of Jesus Christ on the highway near Bucha, Christ carrying his cross to Golgotha, where he would be crucified, was not a sign for these two men, the father and son. This was a sign for Bucha, where the enemy would crucify Ukraine. Back then, I suggested we consecrate their work truck and their home, which I did the next day. And once again, over tea at their house, I listened as they described it, so vividly that I almost felt as though I, too, had seen Christ, bloodied and carrying his cross along that highway to Bucha.